Are
Maybe
you choosing
with-
one specific card to hit with
Oh,
this card?
you just put
I am
one
not
spell
convinced.
in your deck?
Yeah,
Oh,
You're moving
God.
the goalpost here.
Yeah.
Okay,
What if I
so
just play, like, 4 draw
That's
twos?
different.
I don't-
That's entirely different if you put one spell in your deck.
Lord.
So maybe they're
What one
Maybe
spell
they're
do you want in
existing.
your
spell
deck?
are you trying to cast?
leave the Stampede Winding Way and hope I don't hit my damn Dread Return. Welcome back, everybody, to the episode of the Common Crop Podcast, your favorite podcast. We talk about your favorite format, Pauper. This is episode 122. I am your co-host, Cameron Schindler, joined by Thomas. I don't ever come up with a name ahead of time. Thomas Gunn, what's up?
3 for 3. I'm
3 for
okay.
3.
I'm all right. I had something prepared. Hang on. Donkey. Damn it. Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, and I'm the one with the potty mouth.
Donkey.
Donkey.
No, I'm good. I'm chilling. A busy week of work. Pokemon Champions is here. Been playing a lot of Champions. Very, very fun.
So you're Pokemon
And,
up. Are you still playing Pokepedia?
Yeah, yes, I have Pokopia still. Yep, we're jamming. We're making our little towns. Yeah, escaping the horrors.
Yeah. Building your own horrors inside that game.
In a way, yeah.
Isn't it funny that you said 3 for 3 and that's something basketball uses too? You're 3 for 3 for free throws, but if you're talking about Magic, you say you're 3-0. You're not 3 for 3 in the rounds.
Right.
You know?
We're so tied to that record on the paper.
Yeah. No, I like saying 3-0 or 3-1 or...
Yeah.
No, I like when Magic players walk up to me and go, "How are you doing?" Fully expecting me to say my record to them, and I go, "I'm all right."
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I asked how
And they're like,
hard.
and then they asked me to go, "Oh, well, what's your record?" I'm like, "Well, you could have just asked me that to begin with if you weren't interested in how I am as a person."
Well, thanks for asking. Yeah. Also joined by James
Cynical
Scooting Hieronymus.
Scooting Hieronymus.
Miss James 8th place Hieronymus.
I am 8th place on breakers.
On breakers.
Thanks,
Nowhere else you'd rather be. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Another
6.
week in paradise, I guess.
That's depressing in its own way. I did last night. I did the first page of my junk journal thing I started.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
That was cool. So I took the Lego box I had after building some Legos, made it out of that. It was pretty fun. It's cool. We're just hanging out, people talking in Discord, and then just cutting up crap. It turned out really cool. So
I look forward to seeing it. One of my coworkers does that. It's very cool. Very fun.
I think I'm going to use that as like a way of I think one of the pages I had an idea for was just doing a bunch of Haichu wrappers. That'd be pretty easy. Just layer a bunch of Haichu wrappers. I think would be funny. Lord knows
you got plenty.
Yeah. I just I just threw away a bunch of them. Like, the hard part is not throwing away crap that you could use for it. I have 2 empty Coke Zero. It's Donkey. Coke Cherry Float Zero. That's my new Oreo Coke Zero. Those things are good.
It is good. Can confirm.
My god, those things are good. But they have them in 0 sugar, or 0 calories too, which is dope. So I think I have 2 empty cans in this thing, so I think I'm gonna cut those up and hopefully not slice open my finger again. And
please, for the love of God, don't slice your finger open again.
And put those in the junk journal. But yeah, like if I go shopping one day, like save like bags, receipts. It's just a matter of not throwing away trash.
So you're hoarding.
Yeah, and
love that.
I have a Popeyes coupon book and like a shoe
It's
box.
art. It's expression. It's creativity.
Yeah. I got an old.
No. He just said, "I'm keeping trash." That is hoarding. That is the definition thereof.
You never know when it might turn into art. Come on.
No. That's true. It's true.
Y'all are both hoarders. Y'all should go seek some professional help.
No. I don't know. That's been my obsession, I guess. But today, we got spoilers. The set looks
yeah,
cool.
we do.
I'm actually really hyped for this set.
Yeah, it's
card- yeah,
does look pretty sweet.
It looks very, very
Pauper
cool.
and non-Pauper. Like there's a couple cards I'm really excited for Pauper, but also again I've mentioned a million times I'm going to collect all the Japanese showcase for the Mystical Archive, and limited set looks like a banger. There's a lot of dope cube cards. So
Mini.
and we're talking about we saved cube cards, right? That's what we're talking about today.
Oh, we're talking about cube cards for
Yeah,
the... Oh, yes,
we were
we're
supposed to do
certainly
cube
talking
cards,
about
right? Not
cube cards.
Pauper.
Last time I checked.
No, I'm kidding. Don't turn it off. Wait. We're talking about Pauper. I
Our
swear.
only commons.
I swear.
Only commons. Shall we just hop right in? Who wants it? Who wants white?
Before we get into it, we have a very exciting announcement to share with you all.
Hit me.
It is finally April 16th, which means it is finally the live announcement. I mean, not live. I guess we're recording this 3 days before you hear it. But, God damn it. But we are releasing all the registration page and the marketing materials for the 4th Common Ground Cup. It is coming to you Saturday, July 25th at Game Night in Columbia, Tennessee. You can find the registration link as well as links to our hotel block that we have reserved with the same hotel we've been partnering with. A whole bunch of information about the live stream, cash prize breakdown. We're going to have potentially some bounty prizes announced soon of similar to what we did last time with some creative deck choices. If you pick a card, you might attach a store credit bounty to it based on how you do. And something that I'm very excited about is we're going to be offering, or Game Night will be offering, 8-player Pauper Win-A-Box side events available on demand starting after round 3 or so in the event. So if you're playing in the main event, if your main event doesn't go so hot, then you can also just get 7 other people who are there together.
We can fire into these because we get breaks, remember? We have a round of breaks.
We could play all round.
We can play all round of these.
You really could if you wanted to. Oh man. So there's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll announce some other stuff going on throughout the weekend, but for sure, it's going to be an awesome tournament. At least 2K cash and prizes, and we're capping at 100. It's going to be a full house, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah. It's coming to you July 25th, and the links are all live in the description and also in our Discord. So
hyped.
Check it out. Yeah.
No
you guys
suits
are gonna do
this time.
coverage
We're gonna
again?
be wearing. Yep. No suits.
Yeah.
Gonna be wearing Hawaiian shirt. Probably the. Oh, you weren't at the Saturday Pauper. I was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and some pink shorts. I'll probably.
Are we? Or was that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get,
I'm
like,
into that.
Remember
Something
Pro Tour
tropical.
Hawaii? Yeah, I remember Pro Tour Hawaii.
I'm in that.
Yeah,
I'm in for that.
We'll have to get like some like the.
I've got some. I've got a lay that I think still
there
left
you go.
from something.
Wait, it's called an lay.
Yeah, it's called a lay.
So we grab some olays. I'll get some sunnies.
We're gonna y'all are gonna be in. I mean, I might also be too in Hawaiian shirts, lays.
No
we're
Hawaiian
gonna,
shirt,
we're
no
gonna make it
shirts.
fun. Ooh, maybe a little.
Maybe not that.
Little casual couple buttons unbuttoned.
The classic Carlson unbuttoned 4 buttons on your shirt.
Man, I'll get my chest tattooed. Get that fresh.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all do some banger coverage commentary again.
And where can you find us doing that commentary at?
You'll be able to find us at
Game Night, Tennessee. Thanks to our sponsor, Game Night in Columbia, Tennessee. They host the Common Ground Cup and help us put on this sick event with coverage, of course. So big shout out to Steven and the rest of the team there at Game Night. They host an array of awesome Magic tournaments. They're pretty big in the CDH. They have a Pauper weekly event every Tuesday, and that correlates with the
Just Roll With It's also part of their Pauper League.
Yep, and that's in
they'll-
Spring
on
Hill.
Fridays,
Maybe there's
yeah.
on Fridays, and that's gonna like lead to one big Pauper tournament at the end. That's different from the Cup, but its own separate thing. So that's really cool. If you're not in the Magic, well, I don't know why you're listening.
Why are you here?
I don't know why you're here.
Well, if you don't listen to Magic, you listen to this podcast. Let us know. That's good for you.
Yeah, actually, that'd be fascinating.
If you're into other TCGs, they have a wide variety of that as well. They do their Porcana for Lorcana, which is commons, uncommons. I know there's a big Warhammer scene there, which is pretty cool. Pokemon, they do that pretty well for selling cards. I know that. Lots of cool different stuff. D&D accessories, Pokemon cards, Pokemon plushies, which I greatly enjoyed. I just got an order today.
They actually started using their giant Pikachu in some social media stuff, which is pretty sweet.
Ooh, as they should.
Yeah.
I just picked up the food combo deck from them.
Ooh.
So if you
Very cool.
want any cards from them, you can visit their website at
game19.com.
Noise, and that's in the description below. You can go to their website, put in an order of cards. They'll send you an email that's ready to be picked up, and they'll tell you which they have, what they don't have, your total at the end. You go get it. They're pretty good inventory. I got the what's the card called that you Retraction Helix. There we go. I got my Retraction Helixes from them, so he. Maybe I got the last 4. I don't know. Go check.
Maybe, who knows? Only one way to find out. Gonna go put that order in.
Yeah, that is true.
Wait, when you said food combo, did you mean pizza combo? I mean, it's technically a food.
I did mean.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the cat altar deck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Pizza.
I knew it. I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
My bad. That is.
No, I remember now. I remember now. You
There's-
mentioned those cards earlier. I got you. Like last week or something.
There's
I got
so
you,
many. There's so many combos you can do in Magic now that involve food. That's funny.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. Turns out they're pretty good.
Turns out
We're on
good.
we're on another watch through Lord of the Rings, and we're in the middle of Two Towers, and Lembas comes up, and I turn to Hana, and I'm like, it shuffles in.
It shuffles in.
It shuffles in.
Yes. That's sick.
It shuffles in.
All right. Shall we get into Strixhaven?
Let's do it. A lot of interesting cards.
so
I think like a small handful that might show up, but like a lot of thinkers.
I agree. It was a fun set to go like through a spoiler list. I still need to go completely through it again for cube cards, but I won't get into that. We'll focus on Pauper today. Just for you, listener.
Just for listeners.
Listener.
I will.
For one listener.
Yep, for one listener.
Singular listener. I will point out that I also made sure to do my search with the commander set, and there's no commons. There's no new commons.
Oh, that
in
is
the commander
smart.
set.
That
it
is
is just
smart.
reprints. There's no like eternal set attached to it. It's just
No
the main set.
Utron monitors in this going on.
No pizza fundle bundle board game wundle cundle
Right.
fundle.
Yeah. Exactly.
No random $10 commons this time around. Sneaking up on
No,
you.
no, not at all. Or who wants to go first?
Hippo, do you want the layup for white?
Yeah, I'll take an easier one. This is essentially a functional reprint of a card that already exists, but the card is called Dig Site Inventory. It's a single white for a sorcery. It is put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains vigilance until the end of the turn, and you can pay a white to flash it back.
So Heroic already plays this card.
Yeah,
correct?
they play
Heroic.
Homestead
Courage.
Is the other card.
So I don't know if they'd be interested in copies 5 through 6 or 5 through 8 or not, but hey, that's an option, meow.
Yeah.
So I guess we already know what that looks like.
Yeah, I added this card because it is a reprint essentially, so that you can have copies 5 through 8. But the white heroic deck has kind of moved away from the vigilance stuff with the vigilance like toughness damage aura into the like lesson package. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to, you could just add this in and have more vigilance and get to try and go like have the nuts draw with that vigilance equipment a little extra. But I don't know, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that necessarily that it's just like a super like matters about vigilance part. I think that part is like kind of just icing on the cake. I think it's just its efficiency at doing a thing.
Yeah, the version of the deck I saw was playing the lessons package with the heroic. Gosh dang, what's that card called?
The guiding voice.
Yeah. They still they didn't have the toughness matters card. They were just
most of them have all of them have moved away from that.
That was the early iteration, like the first iterations were playing the vigilance one. The ones that are more popular now are just playing the lessons package.
Yep, and this version was playing a lesson package, but still with the Homestead Courage flashback.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Getting 2 counters is still nice. So
2 counters per 1 mana is pretty good.
Yep, and 4 counters for 2 mana is
also very good.
So
Very cool.
One card I was excited about was this is the one I thought you were gonna get, Hippo. When I said a layup
same.
was Elite Interceptor.
This is the tapper, right?
Yeah, so white mana for a 1/2. Creature, human, wizard. This creature enters prepared. So this is a new keyword from the set.
I love this mechanic.
I do too. Oh my god, the mythic cycle is cool. While it's prepared, you may cast a copy of its spell. Doing so unprepares it. The spell on the side, so it kind of looks like where are the Eldraine things?
Like adventures.
Adventures. I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but it's on the left side, it's on the right side of a text box.
Yeah.
So if this creature enters prepared, and the prepared spell is Rejoinder, 1 and a white, sorcery, you may tap or untap target creature, draw a card.
Totally fine.
It's very comparable to 3-Bit Inspector.
You know, you're not wrong. The only thing I don't like about it, and obviously it's a common, there's restrictions of what you can do at that rate, is that it's a sorcery, whereas like the ability for 3-Bit Inspector is evergreen throughout the game.
Yep.
That's the only thing. But it is very comparable to 3-Bit Inspector.
If your 3-Bit Inspector gets bolted or like breath weaponed away with a bunch of other stuff, like that clue is still sitting there ready to be cracked.
Yep.
What I will say is really cool about this, this
does make combat really, really fun.
Exactly. If you're playing against Blade, for example, as mono white weenie, and you got some flyers in the air, your 1/1s from your Battle Screech, and they're just kind of gumming up the board, and they just left back for 2/3. You can play this and immediately tap something down and get in there if you're 4/1/1s and maybe not lose something, or maybe it's the second chapter of your Chocobog and they left a couple blockers back, and you're like surprised tapping them down. That aspect's really cool, and I can't imagine lightning bolting this in the early game feels
Lord,
great.
no.
It almost draws you a card.
Essentially, that doing it, yeah, and then it'll draw you another card. That's assuming it sticks around. Yeah. So
it's also really good with Core Skyfisher because you pick it up, it comes back in, and it re-prepares itself, so you can do it again.
It sure does. Also, you can Leonardo this thing too.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, that's another way to reset it.
Oh my god, yeah, cast it, get their blocker out of the way, attack with multiple creatures, pick it up. Okay.
The biggest downside I do see with this card is that, as I mentioned at the top, if your 3-Bit Inspector gets breath weaponed away with other stuff, you don't really care. The clues are around. But if this gets breath weaponed away while you didn't get to use the Rejoinder side, the draw card, you lost that draw card. It's gone. But
that is a huge downside for sure.
I would be willing to try. I will for sure try this.
I think it is worth trying.
I'm gonna cut Novice Inspectors easily for this card. Clearly, the inferior Inspector. Just saying.
It's pretty funny, and you could essentially kind of play 12 Inspectors if you really.
You could, but I think I'm willing to say that that's probably not correct.
Do you remember when I said I don't think people want to play 8 Inspectors, and I was wrong?
I do.
Yeah,
I sure do.
Maybe we're wrong about 12 Inspectors.
I'm gonna put my foot down on this one and go as your resident white mage. I'm gonna go. That's probably too much.
Yeah, this card's cool. I'm excited.
I agree. This card's
very cool.
And the prepared creatures are so sick.
They are. That's one of those mechanics. It's similar to like Warp or just any other random like adventure cards of just like especially like the commander set adventures, like the dragons that are like, you know, like the blue one that's like 2 mana, like tap something, draw a card, and then it's a 5 mana 3/3 flyer, like Sagu Wildling-esque stuff. Like it could be a totally whatever effect and like a weird combination of mana costs, but the fact that you have the ability to do either ends up being more powerful than I think people realize at the first rip, like when the set comes out. And I think you do really have to play with these to really kind of get a feel for it. So we'll see if something stands out from the limited set, I guess, from draft play. Yeah.
Definitely. Do you have a white card, Thomas?
No, I do not.
Hippo, do you have a white card? Another one?
I know which one you're going for next, and no, I did not put that on my list.
I put Shattered Acolyte. 1 and a white for a 2/2 lifelink. Creature, dwarf, warlock, sacrifices creature. Pay 1, sacrifices creature, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I mean, we don't really see Cathardo Commando.
Exactly. I was like, I can't imagine a world where you want just lifelinker attached to this ability.
Yeah.
Instead, I just there are already so many better lifelinking threats in the format.
People play what kind of made me a little.
The Voracious Vermin in green.
Yeah, but those are
green. But it's like a green thing. Right. Yeah, you can already pick up.
That's probably because of Winding Way and Legion Stampede more.
Exactly. You're way more likely to find them.
Agreed.
So yeah, I'm less high on this one.
No, me too. Thought I'd throw it out there.
Reasonable though.
Thomas, you got blue card?
I do actually. I'm not super
than I
high
got.
on it. Yeah, it's the only one I could like reasonably think of.
It's interesting.
I think it's a
We're thinking
thinker.
the same one.
Yeah, it's a thinker. This is Hydro Channeler. This is 1 and a blue for a 1/3 Merfolk Wizard. It has the classic like draft common 2-drop 1/3 in blue text of tap it to add mana and spend that mana only on instant or sorceries. However, this one taps for blue and also then gives you the option for a generic mana and tap it to add 1 mana of any color to spend mana to cast an instant or sorcery. So it covers blue mana instead of colorless, which some of these tend to do without some sort of other thing going on. And then you can also filter the mana. Merfolk and Wizard are potentially slightly relevant creature types, especially as we get more and more sets and more cards are coming out. I don't know. It's just kind of a roadblock that if you wanted to play like a blue-based control deck, like Augur Bolas probably occupies this spot a little cleaner, but if you wanted to go a little bigger, on mana and still hold down the ground for a couple turns, I think it's totally fine. But I don't really know. It doesn't have a huge home right now, but I thought it was interesting. Tapping for blue was interesting, and that might not be the first one of its kind, but that's what I thought of.
I also say that I want to tickle my brain a little bit. It's kind of funny how similar it is to Augur and Bolas on mana cost, stats, and typing too, I believe.
And creature
Augur and
types,
Bolas
yes.
Yeah,
it is a Merfolk Wizard, yeah.
Which is kind of funny. It does seem interesting in something like Jeskai Ephemerate at ramps there. We see some people playing the water bender.
The water skin,
thing.
yeah. I think
So
that's sick, though, because it untaps on their turn, too. So you can
that is true.
still hold up like Skred or Ephemerate. Like, yeah. I want to talk about that deck when we're done. That deck is very cool.
That deck is really cool. I had one blue card. It's Essence Scatter. The art is just really cool.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know if you checked it out. It does not look like
It
Magic
is sweet.
art.
That does
yeah.
look really cool.
Like, you don't see a lot of that style. Hippo has no black card.
I do not.
I have a black card. I think this card is interesting. Another thinker. It's Melancholic Poet. 1 and a black for a 2/2 with the ability Repartee, which is basically, it's kind of like
French.
heroic, but it with slightly different text. It says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this just kind of is constantly draining your opponents down. It's essentially, if you think about it, if you're targeting your creatures in something like a heroic style deck, when stuff like black likes to do stuff like supernatural stamina, and that could be really interesting to do some recursive bodies, gain and drain. You're targeting your opponent's stuff a reasonable amount of the time. Like, it's kind of like a Kessig Flame Breather. It's just being a 2/2 is like not the best stats in black for 2 mana.
If this card did not say that targets a creature, I'm so very much on board with this. Otherwise, I think this is not going to do enough a lot of the time.
That card would be insane. But
Well, obviously,
yeah.
yes. But that's, yeah.
I will say I did see somebody playing at our league in Middle Tennessee. They were playing Dimir Fams.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Where you have a Nightscape Familiar, which
Yeah.
says your blue and red spells, I believe, cost
Yep.
1 less to
Correct.
cast.
And
So
you can regenerate.
that Archaeomancer, Ghostly Flicker lets you do a loop there, like same
Yep.
loop with Fams, but you don't have the payoff in white of what's the 1-drop they play? The 04?
the
The
God-Fearers
04.
Faithful.
God-Fearers Faithful.
Yeah.
So they don't have, but this would go well in that. So if you have
Sure.
a spot where you can cast infinite ghostly flickers, this can be a payoff. Just kill your opponent instead of the infinite life gain, which is really cool.
There you go.
And that
There you
deck.
go.
And
Okay, sure.
I don't know what that version of the deck is missing to be on the same tier as Fams. Like
I think it's sideboard cards.
I think it's
More-
Ephemerate.
Oh, that too.
I'm
Sorry,
serious
yeah,
about
that's
that,
actually
but-
Yeah,
the
probably
one, yeah.
Ephemerate.
Dur.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I didn't think of it too until you
This
said
is also
sideboard.
pretty
Like,
good with
Ephemerate's in
Ephemerate.
there. Yeah, maybe
Like-
maybe you could play a weird Esper control shell too. That kind of
know.
has that backup combo of it.
Yeah.
It's
like, it's-
interesting. That
It's
deck
something
that
that
person was playing was really cool. I love Discord.
No, it being an option to be like a late game win con against certain decks, but also if you just need to like put it in play and block something, get something off the board early in your control deck, like that's totally fine if you got other ways to win the game. I don't know, it was a thinker. I just haven't really seen that text on a common, really.
I do think the Dimir Fams deck could have wheels, because you have access to clean removal in the black, and then you have access to the black package of Draw 2s and Ichor Wellspring.
Yeah.
Instead of... it's kind of funny to say you're bad blue draw spells, but you're bad blue draw spells in this format. Like, we don't have the big Chemister's Insight or like a big Memory Deluge or a Stock Up or anything.
Right.
Black is kind of king of card draw and Pauper right now. So I think it's interesting.
Sure, it's not green.
Well, I guess green too.
I was like, green is draw 4 for 2 mana. That's pretty good too.
Yeah,
you could argue
major
it's
deck
green.
constraints. Yeah.
Turns out those major deck constraints are good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You think people do best with innovation when confined to with confined parameters.
It's not a commander player.
No, that's actually a music. That's a music thing, actually.
That's what's happening in Pokemon Champions right now. The first format is like a nice low powered like metagame. It's like 180 mons in the game or something. Yeah, it's very, very fun.
How do they get Digimon in Pokemon?
I know, crazy.
Oh, I had a green card.
I have a red card. If you guys don't have any other black cards.
Oh,
I have a red card as well.
Okay.
Hippo, you hit us.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
All right, we got Seize the Spoils.
Is that a reprint?
Is it a reprint?
Yeah, it's a reprint
I was
from
like, I thought
Kaldheim.
that sounded familiar. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was familiar. I was like, ignore me then. I do not have a red card.
Wonderful.
I was like,
Wait till these Gruul Storm players get a hold of this bad boy.
yeah, never mind. Ignore me.
No, it exists. That's okay. My red card isn't a real Pauper card, but I just wanted to
think
point
I
it
know
out for historical design. This is Tome Blast. It's 1 and a red for sorcery. It deals 2 damage to any target, and it has flashback for 4 and a red. We're still at a point where just reprinting Firebolt, which is literally this for 1 generic less in its mana cost, that's still apparently too powerful for commons in 2026, which I think is a testament to Firebolt, like being just a banger card and a banger design.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Firebolt.
Firebolt's dope.
I have a
Still
I have a
pulling
set
its
if
weight
they ever
in
become a
Vintage
thing.
Cube from time to time.
It
Like,
sure does.
Yeah.
That it does.
Yeah. So I just
like
thought it was
cast
funny
Firebolts.
that like we got in a common standard set in 2026. You can't even do just Firebolt. It's got to be 2 mana. I thought that was funny.
I did see that card, and I thought that made me laugh too.
Well, let me try this green card instead.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, hit us.
All right. We got Glorious Decay. I'm a big fan of modal cards. Everybody knows this.
Oh, yes.
It's a thing. For 1 and a green, an instant. You choose 1. You can destroy target artifact. You deal 4 damage to target creature with flying. Or you can exile a card from a graveyard and you draw a card. So they've kind of just like made a bunch of variants of this style of effect over the years, and just kind of pick and choose which of these combinations of things you want together.
Art is really dope.
The art is really cool too, as agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah, see, Heritage Reclamation can hit artifacts and enchantments.
Correct.
And it has the same mode of exile target card from a graveyard, draw a card. So maybe if we're ever in a meta where just Glenhawks and Core Skyfishers and
Or just
Drum
too much.
Monitors are just flying around everywhere, and you just need to get...
Well, Neutron Monitor, you can just destroy it.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
This kills that 2 ways.
This is true.
But if you just need
2 and a
to swap
half
team
if they're
out with
blood
the,
fountaining back a neutral.
Yeah.
LOL.
But yeah, if you ever want
you
to
have-
cover artifacts and still want like some game against like Core Skyfishers or whatever, I could see this taking a slot.
Yeah, this is particularly punishing against something like the synth style decks.
Yeah. No, that's a cool card.
No, yeah, I like it.
I'm
I'm a big fan. Big fan of modal cards. Give you options.
I had a green card in Follow the Lumerets.
Yeah, I also have this one.
This card's so cool.
I agree.
1 and a green, sorcery, and fusion. So that's their life gain keyword. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them and put them into your hand. If you gain life this turn, You may instead reveal 2 creatures and or land cards from among them and put them into your hand and put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. There's so many ways to incidentally gain life in the format.
Yeah, I think if you have a deck that is consistently you can gain life and it's pretty trivial to turn this on, is this better than 11 Rumble?
That's what I was thinking. It's so close because, like,
You're picking 2.
Right, 2 out of 4 cards is that's pretty good card. That's card
I think
advantage.
I think the one bonus
half a
of
win.
Malevolent Rumble, I think a lot of people play Malevolent Rumble because it actually does bin the cards.
Right, that is a huge trade-off here.
What decks play Malevolent Rumble right now?
Dredge deck.
The deck I played is like the deck I played last week.
Dredge?
I played Dredge.
Yeah, okay. Well, Dredge wouldn't replace that. That's true. Monsters?
Monsters probably might like the token because it works with the Chrysalis.
Yeah, and they're not really gaining life efficiently.
Correct.
Like, just snapping. So, like, I don't think it'd replace Rumble in that. Naya Gates, people play Rumble, and you gain life with Outlaw Medic and Sacred Cats and Armadillo Cloaks. And
the token is also relevant there, and binning like random Sacred Cats and stuff is relevant too. So it's close.
And that version plays the strands too, which I don't.
Yeah. That's okay. No, I think this card is really cool.
That could be hard in that version too, because you're gonna be wanting to cast this when you want to refill your hand, and maybe you're down on board. So maybe it's after your Sacred Cat got hit. But I could see so easily just like turn. Crap, he plays so much tap lands, though. It's hard. I don't know if you just get in a cheeky hit on turn 3 or 2 with a cat or an Outlaw Medic, and you have this and you hit 2. I'm convinced of it in that deck. I don't know.
Prove it to us.
All right,
prove it to us. I'm gonna prove that 1-drop white creature. You can prove that one.
Okay.
There's got to be something here. Like there is a lot of incidental life gain, and you can design your deck. You can make choices that are like close versions of other types of strategies and cards, but just have maybe like an incidental gain a life, or you gain like Navigator's Compass comes in, gains 3 life. Maybe you could make something that plays around with that Campfire. This is great in a Campfire deck. Yeah, now we're talking. This is great in a Campfire deck.
Campfire decks are notoriously known for playing a lot of creatures.
They sure are.
But you could make something. You could put something together, because this digs for a lot of stuff. So if you play that in a deck that also cares about creatures and lands in such a way, it could be like a Gates package. You could have like Arboreal Grazer could be fun to start ramping into stuff. Like I don't know. Just like sits around and stalls and then puts together some like combo or something.
No, this card is sick. I'm excited to see what people come up with it and try to jam in some shells. And plus, we're getting these pests too, which I don't know if any look crazy Pauper playable, but that's something to think about.
Mm-hmm. There is one that learn. There is a black one that learns from the first Strixhaven set. Like 2 mana black sorcery makes a pest, and then you learn.
There's also there's a black card that we didn't talk about, but it's just 1 in a black sorcery. They discard a card, you make a pest.
Yeah. And these pests are from this set are when they attack, they drain for 1 instead of die.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
I also did not pay attention.
Yeah, that's why, unless I just completely messed that up, which is entirely possible. Let me fact check myself by finding that.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like they would have given it a different name if that was the case.
Whenever this attacks, you gain a life. It doesn't drain.
Oh, not drain. You gain a life. Gains. Excuse me. So it's on attack trigger, these pests. That's why I was coming in my pants about that uncommon for limited, where it's just you pay a black and exile a creature from a graveyard and make a pest. That's insane.
That's pretty good, yeah.
God.
It's going to be very good.
Thomas, you got a green card?
I do have a green card. I don't know where this goes, but I think this is a really interesting exploration of what a 1 mana green sorcery could do. This is Oracle's Restoration, single green mana sorcery that says target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. You draw a card and gain 1 life. So just like a little bit of stuff. Like I don't think it's ultimate, like it's a cantrip that gives something +1/+1 until end of turn and you gain a life. Like if you care about like a heroic trigger and like the life gain trigger like we were talking about, but I don't know how many life gain triggers you want in that deck that aren't like also creatures or lands, so you can max out what you're looking for with the follow the Lumerets. But you know, these are cards that are all being seeded for this draft environment because the green-black deck is going to care about gaining life. But I think it's kind of just an interesting thought experiment about how much you can get out of a 1-mana green sorcery. We kind of see this a bunch, like Edge of Eternity. It was like make a lander token and like gain a couple life. You know, like the many partings from Lord of the Rings, just make a food and search for a basic. Like I have a sweet spot for crappy little green cards like this, I guess. It's interesting.
It was interesting. The cantrips are really nice. I was just trying to like hard pressed, and I don't know if there's any decks that are just like trying. The only deck I could really think of was like Infect, and their pump spells are just so efficient.
That's right.
Yeah.
The draw card is really interesting, but I don't know if they'd be interested in this. I don't know. It's a hard bar to cross for them. Hippo, do you have another green card?
I am fresh out of green cards. I have some green multicolored cards.
I got one more green card. Studious First Year. Green 1/1. This creature enters prepared. It's a bear wizard, too. It's pretty cool. And the spell side is Rampant Growth. 1 and a green. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Thought this card was interesting not for Spy. It just doesn't work out with Spy because you can't keep a 1-lander and this card, where in Spy you can keep a 1-lander and Generous End. That can let you cast your Wall of Roots, your Overgrowth Battlement the next turn. Like, this doesn't let you do that, so it wouldn't be good in Spy. Excuse me.
Lord.
But it is something cool to think about with like picking it back up with like a Core Skyfisher and playing it, Rampant Growthing again. I don't know. Resetting it could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
In that way.
I'm into that. And we do have, green creatures that can pick up permanents too. Like we got a couple 3-mana 3/3s that do that.
The frog, little frog from Moonbow.
Yeah, my favorite little frog guy. Yeah. I have a question for y'all for your multicolor cards. How many of the 5 schools do you have covered of the 5 2-color combinations?
3.
2.
I have 4.
Hopefully optimistic.
Yeah. My guess is the 4th one that neither of you have is white-black.
Correct.
Do you not have any white-black ones?
I do not have a white-black one.
Yeah, I have one white-black card. It is Inkling Mascot. It is one... no, sorry. It's not one. It's white-black. It's a 2-mana 2/2. It's an Inkling Cat. It has the Repartee ability, which cares about casting instants and sorceries that target a creature. And whenever that happens, this creature gains flying until end of turn and Surveil 1. Just kind of another option if you wanted to make this like heroic like deck skewing a little bit into black if you wanted to. It makes your mana worse, but having a Surveil
base is hideous.
No, having a Surveil here if you want to max out on like Homestead Courage and the new version of it like is kind of interesting. It's a cat if you wanted to do cat stuff with Sacred Cat because you like cats. That's a thing people do in Pauper sometimes. So
It's a cat.
Well, they play the cards they like is more what I mean.
I can kind of see it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little like ink lion thing. Yeah.
Yep, I see it now.
I don't know. It's like I thought of it in a similar vein as Skyward Spider. I think overall having Ward 2 is more powerful for your 2-drop that you're trying to target and like put stuff on. But I thought it was interesting. I think the Surveil one is fine.
Blow your great mana base apart.
True.
Yeah.
That's like part of the appeal of that deck. Is like its mana base is like so clean.
I just don't think
maybe the Vigilance line.
I just don't think the rate is here for this for Pauper.
I don't think so either.
Like we have some pretty strong 2-drops in Pauper.
It's true.
I wanted one of these Repartee cards to be super good. Like I want our young Pyromancer of Repartee would be so cool. Something like, but I could see that being very push for a common. But I was holding out for a really cool Repartee card, but alas. Hippo, do you have Is It?
I did have one Is It card.
Or what's it called? I'm sorry.
Prismari.
I don't actually remember.
Do you have a
that
Prismari
one
card?
I do.
What's your Prismari card?
Alrighty. It's called Visionary's Dance for 5 blue-red. It's a sorcery, and it says create 2 3/3 blue and red elemental creature tokens with flying. But you may also pay 2 to discard this card and look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into the graveyard. That is the part of that card that I am way more interested in.
I agree. This card is cool.
So it's anticipate at that point.
No. Look at 2 cards.
Oh yeah, anticipate's 4, right?
Oh, anticipate looks at 3 cards.
3, somewhere there. I was close enough. But I don't know. It does feel a little off rate. Like what?
No, I think again, does it have another ability? Does it have a thing that's relevant? I'm in for it.
Yeah, it is a moto spell in that way of that. And
I'm not saying that the 7 mana, like, not actually kill your opponent sorcery is like the end all be all, but
and games get scrappy. Like
Yeah.
you could imagine this in like Jeskai Ephemerate or whatever, where you discard it early, get a spell you need or a land you need.
and then you start running out a pair of 3/3s every turn with an Archaeomancer.
Yeah, you just need something.
Yeah.
And this can be that something. Games get scrappy. It's not the weirdest thing on earth.
And it's also not requiring you to pay a specific color mana. It is generic mana as well, so you at least get that added bonuses on top. On top
can't be
of it.
countered, but if somebody wanted to counter my sleight of hand,
Actually, it can be countered. Mirror Shell Crab.
okay,
Yes.
it reasonably can't get countered. But if I don't, that might be a.
You're gonna pair into
downside.
Bluetron one day, and you're gonna rue those words.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they tap out on their instep to counter my 2 mana sleight of hand, I am so happy to slam whatever 3-drop I have. My gutter snipe, that's not going to get countered.
This is an interesting
What deck
deck.
am I
You're.
playing?
Yeah, I was fixing to say. I was wondering what deck you were playing.
What deck am I playing?
I don't know. But yeah, that's my Prismari card.
Cool. Yeah, that was the only
Thomas, do you have a
Prismari.
Prismari card.
That was the only one I had.
Nope. What's Golgari called? No.
Black green. Black green Golgari. What are they? Witherbloom.
Witherbloom. Do you have a
Correct.
Witherbloom card?
I do not.
You have 2?
I have 2 Witherbloom cards.
I have 0.
Okay, well, I'm going to start us off with Pest Mascot. So 1 green and black for a 2/3 Pest Ape with Trample. And it says whenever you gain a life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature.
Do we have?
That's a payoff.
Didn't even.
That is definitely, that's why I'm here for it. It gets beefy pretty fast.
We don't have like a Dejani's Pride Maiden. in
That's
Popular.
what caught my eyes, that we don't have
Right.
one.
Okay, see, that was a question. I actually
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, we do not have
Okay.
an Johnny's Pride Mate.
Interesting. Okay,
Now
So
we
that's
do.
why that's a particular
could
reason I
play
picked this card.
Abzan Soul Sisters.
At least close to.
No, this is actually super cool in the cat food deck. No, like aside from the deck.
Ooh.
So you just like because you just put the cat back into play, it triggers it up, why not? And then you don't have the cat involved. You just start cracking food.
That is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so it just gets beefy. This is kind of like a
Okay.
writhing. I'm not passing up the opportunity for this to be the next writhing chrysalis.
Whoa. Okay. He's calling his shot here.
Shot.
I
That is a
like it.
shot.
I'm not saying that it's going to be next for the next writhing chrysalis, but
It is a 3 mana 2/3.
It is 3 mana
4
2/3.
2/3.
and then it gets big pretty quickly. It does because it's not restricted like to once a turn. It's not
True.
restricted to whenever you it just says whenever you gain life. Just any.
This is interesting.
This would go pretty crazy
I
with
will
Essence
admit that I
Warden.
did
Not gonna
over-
lie.
Yeah.
So
This is overlooked a little bit.
Yeah.
this is.
Definitely.
I need a particular alum of the pod's take on this card. He would know if this card is worth a damn or not, and that's Michael Full.
Oh,
I need our resident black green mage to let me know.
it's not sacky enough for him.
It goes in the cat deck.
Yeah, that is true.
So
that is
there's
true.
that.
Yeah, this is a card that I could see down like years down the line. We revisit this card and be like, look, someone did finally something. They printed something that synergizes really, really well with this. What was your other?
The other one, this is more of a callback to another card that kind of already exists, but it's not a common. And the new card is called Grapple with Death. It's 1 green and a black for a sorcery. It says destroy target artifact or creature. You gain 1 life. This is harkening back to the card Putrefy, which is 1 green black, destroy target artifact or creature, but it's an instant.
And it can't be regenerated.
And it can't be regenerated.
That's true.
That's relevant. But it's a nice catch-all style card, just like one of those flex cards. I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, you could vindicate your opponent's Vault Whispers.
You sure can.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
I got to Ancient Grudge somebody's Vault Whispers last week, and that felt good.
Ooh, yeah.
After they made me refurb it into the yard.
Yeah, this could be interesting. Like, I was trying to think if...
Again, not breaking anything here, but like I just think it's fine.
A super heavy artifact meta, maybe.
Yeah, I just don't like
Garden
that it's a
plays
sorcery.
one of these. Yeah,
I agree.
Either.
That's part of my like kind of down. Like I'm a lot lower on the prepared cards for this kind of power level context, but the similar reason.
But yeah, 3 is a big ask, and
3 is a big ask. Also, if people just played more damn lands in their deck, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not going to start doing that anytime soon. I have a Boros card. This is the card I am.
I also have 3 Boros cards.
Okay,
something tells me they're all the same.
This is there's only 3.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. This is my favorite card in the set. I think this card is so. I
think this card is very cool too.
Which one is it?
Donkey! Spirit Mascot, red white.
Yo.
2/2 creature Spirit Ox. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Talk about being good with cat.
Yeah. Both is and the troll thing or whatever the other thing is.
This is good. Yeah, Cauldron Familiar. You could put this in some Breathless Night stuff. You could put this in a deck with Sacred Cat. You could put this in a deck with any flashback spells. Like Prismatic Strands goes crazy with this thing.
Yourself. That's what I'm saying. Boros, you're playing. You take
Boros already wants to play a Relic in its main deck half the time, anyways.
So you have this Boros Melded Moxite Sneaky Snacker package.
Yeah,
it triggers off you getting your Sneaky Snackers. It triggers off your own relics you play in it. Mm-hmm. You can play Prismatic Strands. It triggers off that. Mm-hmm. Like this. Oh God, this. What
I agree with you.
This serves donkey. I
suppose that.
Hell
does.
Yeah, it does.
I went on a date with a Gen Z girl, and no,
you are Gen Z. What are you talking about?
Am I?
Yes.
I don't know. I went on a date with a 24-year-old, and she used the word serve cunt, and I started cracking up. And then she did the thing where you put your index and your thumb and you go clock it.
Oh Lord,
clock it. I liked it. I don't know. I thought the demeanor was cute. See, but alas. Mm-hmm. So those are two new expressions I learned that were funny.
I've heard the first one.
I have too. Well, I didn't think it was appropriate to say, but then I heard a woman say it. Well, that doesn't mean I should be saying it, I guess.
Incredible.
But here we go. And that is one of my favorite words. So anyway, this card's awesome. Yeah. I think this is just
100% agree.
Brew heaven. Like you mentioned Breathless Night stuff. That's super sick.
Yeah.
You could do some Mardu Unearth, Breathless Night. Yep,
exactly.
Melded Moxite.
Gates
style.
My
God, Gates. Freaking...
Lava Dart is good,
stuff.
Like cool with this.
Lava Dart triggers.
Faithless Looting.
Oh my
God. Snacker is insane. Snacker felt like the best card
Snacker's
with this,
really
like
cool.
just to, on rate.
And you play if you're playing.
This might actually turn the Moxite deck into a real like.
Yeah, it could.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you're playing it with the cats, you can be playing over draw twos to sack your cats. Then you can sack your food to bring back your cat, and it puts a counter there. That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's just cards too, which is just so nice because a lot of the times these things will be like when a creature card leaves your graveyard or something, but because red white, like the Lorehold like stuff, like their mechanic is just cards leaving the graveyard and just like moving zones and like, you know, archiving history is like the whole flavor concept here. Like you get to play around with a lot of cool stuff. This card is so cool. And personally, I like that it's a spirit. I like that very much. It wouldn't see play in the Pioneer Spirits deck. That's for sure.
What are the weird? No. Whenever you cast, what are those things called? They're
the Eidolons. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, they pop out of your graveyard back into your hand. Yeah.
So the second one could get one down, and I didn't even mention that with I talked to Brute about this card. I didn't mention it yet, but Tortured Existence, 1 black mana. You just put a counter on this thing.
Basically,
Which is so
if you have a creature to discard.
So maybe this goes into like some Tortex deck where you can get the multicolored spell cards where you're just discarding those in your graveyard, and then on a future turn you play this, maybe another Boros card we're going to talk about, another copy of this, and
play this with the brown
pick
scale.
back up those spirits.
Yeah, pick up the brown scale dredges. You gain life, then you've gained life for your 2 mana. Look at 4, draw 2 sorcery.
Oh yeah.
We're stretching our
Boom.
mana base thin here.
Boom.
Let's
And you just Naya,
anything
then you just Naya, and then you just get to randomly play Writhing Chrysalis, and your deck is great. Like,
Oh, then you get to play. Oh wait, and then we get to play Gates.
yeah.
Not
I
every
think
deck
this
has
is fine
to
in a
be
gate. I think this is fine in a Gates deck, especially if you want to lean into like Sacred Cat leaving the graveyard. I think that's totally fine because you could do Sacred Cat and the Lorwyn one, the 1/2 Kithkin, and have a bunch of those.
How does Malevolent Rumble read?
Malevolent?
What part of
You
it?
choose from among
Is it
them.
Milford?
Yeah, it's not leaving the graveyard.
It's
I
not.
think.
Correct.
Dang. So that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not put. It's a put the rest of a graveyard thing.
Yes.
with Malevolent Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah. Reveal.
Dang,
Choose one.
Malevolent.
Put the rest in your graveyard. Yeah.
Dang.
All right.
This card
Thomas,
is awesome.
I think we've waxed poetically about that one.
No,
Sure.
just keep talking about it.
I mean, this card also plays really well with that card. So I'm gonna pick Pursue the Past. This is red white for a sorcery. It says you gain 2 life, so a nice little 2 life bonus. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So we got a sorcery speed, discard 1, draw 2, little gain life action for as a little bonus, and it has flashback for 2 red white. So you get 2 out of this, similar to how we've had like Eviscerator's Insight in black as kind of, black's version of the flashback version of the draw 2 spell. This is kind of the flashback version of the red draw 2 where you discard and draw 2.
We kind of have something like this already, sort of. The card actually from the last Strixhaven set. It's Thrilling Discovery. It's just white red for sorcery. It says you gain 2 life, then you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3.
Right, which is much more akin to like the Cathartic Reunion type of stuff where like those decks
Correct.
really want to be like digging into like dredging Stinkweed Imp and being more of like a fill your graveyard quickly deck, or play around with more, just having a lot more things you want to discard. I think this is kind of hitting the sweet spot in the middle where you can discard your like 1 sneaky snacker and then draw your second and third card and then have it for later, and you trigger your Spirit Ox thing, and like I think this is just kind of seeding that color combination really, really well.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of this this card would actually see play in this like Moxite style deck, because this is like the first card. It's like the first deck that pops in my head, or the Bully deck, or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because I think previously the list the one or a couple times that I played it, it was playing like the one like extra draw spell, you kind of your choice beyond the Moxite, because you're guaranteed to lock yourself into those. But then you like I picked Thrilling Discovery as mine, and then some people picked like Bitter Reunion as theirs. So just one of those extra draw 2 effects is to probably occupy that spot, and I think it's really good because like a lot of those Moxite or the Boros decks games tend to go longer anyway, so you have lots of flashback opportunities.
Yeah, I agree.
It is interesting. It reminds me of Abandoned Attachments and Dimir Terror, where they're using that to pitch their Sneaky Snacker and get it off of that. There could be a Boros version of that with the Ox we just talked about too.
Yeah, I think you just slide the Ox into the Moxite deck. I think that's just the perfect shell for that style of card.
Very, very cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it's sweet.
It's
neat.
What was
I
the
agree.
Boros draw 2 from the last set?
Thrilling Discovery. It's a draw 3.
From the last
Draw
Strixhaven.
3, but was
Yeah.
it discard 2?
It's discard 2 cards,
Okay.
draw 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a fan of this card a little bit more because of the flashback.
Again, yeah, because of the flashback part, I would agree with you. It's also not asking you to make as much of a commitment.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
All right, and the final Boros card I have is Wilt in the Heat. So 2 red white for an instant. It says this spell costs 2 less if 1 or more cards left your graveyard this turn. So it makes it just Boros for
just red
the
white.
following effect. Deals 5 damage to target creature, and if that creature would die this turn, exile it. Boom.
Yeah, we're just
Gone.
synergizing. Look,
Boros
put these 3
getting
cards
cooking.
together in the same deck.
I agree. All 3 of these go in the same deck.
It's kind of funny. It can kill the first Chrysalis if they don't have other spawns.
Correct.
Yep.
and it kills it for good. No Pulse Maraska or Blood Founding it back. Same thing with Mirror Enforcer. That's
this kills them
big game.
Yeah, Murmuring Mystic is a big one that Boros can never really hit, and this one will kill it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a big card for them to have to
red
deal with.
elemental blast post board, but yeah.
But having like an actual card you want to play in your deck.
A clean answer where you're not like, man, I hope they chump my like Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, and then it gets a Galv blasted or something.
Or God, do I really have to lightning bolt this thing right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, the answer is you do.
You do, but this is a lot cleaner. This is one card instead of having to use lots of resources to kill it. So this card is also very cool.
And if they tap out for a Murmuring Mystic, I think in return you're happy to tap out for not losing the game on the spot.
I would agree with you because Boros has a really hard time beating that card.
Especially if you're this Glinthawk sneaky snacker deck that we're building in our heads.
Yeah, the mock sector.
Yep.
Yeah, this card's very cool.
This is interesting.
Like if you can consistently meet the requirement of removing a card, one or more cards from your graveyard, and making this just 2 mana, I think it's very, very strong. I think it's a little awkward into Terror specifically, especially in the fail cases that you don't get to get the requirement, because then it's like 6 mana to kill a Terror. But
I feel like it's
worth the upside
easy.
everywhere else. It kills Troll.
I feel like
it kills a lot of stuff.
So easy to do it though.
It will ideally. If you play more than like 1 to 2 copies of this card in your deck, then it has to be easy, because I'm only gonna put like 3 to 4 copies of this card in my deck if I know I can do it like every turn consistently. And I think there are enough ways to do it. It's just a matter of like making sure that it works.
We're not worried about Terror. We have 4 main deck relics in our deck.
Yeah, what are we doing?
That's a good point.
We're not scared.
That's sick. Actually,
that card is totally
really
fine.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
If they're paying
worried.
7 mana for a 5/5, then I think we're in good shape. Actually, good point.
You watch me do some dancing around with relics and snackers. Like, it can be done.
Yeah. God, that's true. We're playing relic in our snacker deck.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm in for it. Let's go.
Right. We can make it work.
It's more to target our stuff anyway.
Right.
Correct.
Well, yeah, you just play the relic, and you probably turn 2 doing a draw 2 and get your sneaker out, getting your snacker out, and then you're like setting up your relic or something like.
We gotta be putting what cards are we excited to be exiling from our grade or a relic?
Just like you're casting like just random things, like cards just hit your yard enough.
Eventually,
creatures die.
You're you're a Thraben Inspector deck. Your Thraben Inspectors are gonna die. Like you're gonna go to combat, your creatures are die. You're a bolt deck too. You just eat your own bolts.
You could play a number of the landscapes that get plains or mountains, so you have some land that not only fixes your mana to make sure you can cast all of these red and white like cards, but also puts some extra lands in your bin and thins your deck out for consistency slightly, but more so it puts some lands in the bin, so you have random things there. I don't know.
So yeah,
I think it's just going to happen from flashing back or like making a cat or like Cauldron Familiar. I like the Cauldron Familiar idea. I think there's got to be something there. I've been thinking about if there's a version of the food combo deck that can lean more into like Molten Gatekeeper type stuff and be more red than green.
Oh, interesting.
Like Ancient Stirrings and Malevolent Rumble are really, really strong reasons to be in green for that deck. But I wonder if there's some way you can like max out on Faithless Lootings and make it a little like a slightly different style of deck. But I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I'm not sure.
Well, there's no more Boros cards for us to talk about.
Correct. There is one more card we can talk about though.
Thomas, did you have Simic? Or
no.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
No, I did have one Simic card. I did have one Quandrix card to call out.
Oh, he has
quick.
one.
I'm sorry.
He's got 8 from each guild.
No, I just had one Quandrix card. It's Embrace the Paradox. 3 green blue for an instant.
I had this
3
one too. Yeah.
Draw 3 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Now, just getting the one land here is like Growth Spiral for green blue instant. Put a land, draw a card, put a land into play. Like that's probably still like a good range to be in if you want to do like kind of draw and ramp stuff. But if you build out a deck where you're in one of these like random Sultai control decks that pop up every once in a while that are like going long and being really, really grindy. And this kind of feels similar to Lorien Revealed in that it's 5 mana draw 3 with the out of, if you don't cast this, it just sits in your hand and you do other stuff on your turn, then that's kind of totally fine. In a way, that's just like, I guess I'm making an argument for a card being modal if you don't use it as being one of the options, and I actually am going to stop myself because that's a really bad argument.
So we have something kind of like this for less mana in two different case scenarios from the previous Strixhaven set.
Again?
Yes.
What card?
I don't remember the names.
Mana. We have 4 mana, draw 2 cards, but 1 land in.
Is it a sorcery?
No, it's an instant. It's an instant.
And then you have Growth Spiral as well.
Yeah, I mentioned Growth Spiral.
Yeah, that's a baby version.
Yeah, I'm saying like these effects exist. I think again, Pauper being such a game of, or like everything needs to be efficient. I think we just want to keep.
I
think this is good at refueling.
I think this could see play in the worst fog deck, Simic Fog. I really do.
Yeah.
I think you'd rather play the 4 mana one if that's the case.
I think that deck just cares about raw cards, though.
It does, but that it on the rate. But sometimes you have like issues putting lands into play. Like, I don't know. I think I'd rather have the cheaper one. I think.
I don't think that if a deck could play it, I think it is that deck.
If there were a deck that was be playing it, yes, it would be that deck. I just don't think the deck's playing this card.
Interesting. I do think this card will end up there.
I do not.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna put it in there.
Another experiment.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I that's not one I'm willing to experiment with, because if nobody else is willing to play it beyond me.
Well, I think people are gonna, but
I do not think this card is gonna see play in that deck.
Okay. Won't see play in Black Green Gates because we got the 2 mana ones that just draw 2 off the bat.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Have like a bunch of that deck has probably quite a hard card velocity.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't need.
Well, I was talking about the blue green one too.
Yeah,
it's pretty high card velocity.
What's it play?
It plays the like accumulated knowledge, draws lots a fair amount of cards.
Yeah. Draws you in your AKs.
I think I'd rather just cast AK.
Well, I'm not saying play this over AKs.
I think I would just rather spend my time casting AKs.
Well, man, I could see this being 1 or 2 of them in that deck, because it's important to hit a land drop in that deck every
5 mana, though, is rough.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's a deck that's planning to cast 5 mana worth of spells a turn, though.
I just don't know that I want to tap out for it. You already have Lorehold revealed. Why would you?
Well, I'm not. You're not going to play this in your first main phase, are you?
No, but
no,
I just don't think.
You just get to hold up. You just get to hold up a bunch of mana.
I'm not convinced.
All right.
Maybe you play a fog and cast it super late in the game, or maybe you just take 8 on the chin and then just blah.
If somebody proves me wrong, they prove me wrong. I'm not convinced.
I think this is gonna be a sicko on Simic Fog. Too bad that deck's terrible.
Can confirm that deck is not good.
No.
Do I love it? Is it very fun to play? Yes, it is. Killing people with Jace's Erasure is hilarious.
Fair.
But I do not think that. But this card, I do not think will see the light of day.
Do you have any colorless cards?
I think none of them were very good.
I do not.
No, that's why I do not.
Except for the lands.
I put Page.
You put Page on your list?
Page loose leaf.
Okay.
I think this card's cool. 2 mana for an O2 legendary artifact creature. Oh, we got a common legendary. Construct. Tap, add a colorless mana to your mana pool. Discard another card named Page loose leaf. So this is the Grandor mechanic returning.
Mm-hmm.
Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an instant or sorcery card. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Just baseline, it's an O2 that ramps, and I guess a 2 mana rock.
Yeah,
maybe not where we're at in Pauper.
2 mana O2.
Mindstone doesn't see play.
No, Mindstone doesn't see play, but
and then it asks you to have more copies of this bad card in your deck to find a random instant or sorcery in your deck.
Well, it's only random. That's like Cascade. It's like, oh man, you have to put these inefficient.
How often?
It's not a matter of it like the fact that it's being random. It's more that you don't get to choose. Like it's not like look at the top, however, and pick one out of however many. It's just
that's what is Cascade random.
Cascade is not random,
but Cascade
because
built with the specific purpose to cast specific cards.
Cascade is not random because you.
That's
No, Cascade is not random. What it flips is technically random, but it is not random in deck construction because you choose the mana cost of your cards with Cascade.
Exactly. Maybe
This is not
to hit with this card.
you just put one spell in your deck. Oh,
you're moving the goalpost here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw twos?
That's different. That's entirely different. If you put one spell in your deck.
So maybe they're.
What one
Maybe
spell do you
What
want in your
spell
deck?
are you trying to cast?
Leave the Stampede Winding Way. Hope I don't hit my damn Dread Return.
I hope you hit Dread Return every goddamn time.
No. I want to know.
You're trying to put this terrible card in your deck.
If you really want to make it not random, you have to only include one instant or sorcery in your deck. So what is that?
Well, I'm making
What's your big combo?
I'm gonna
piece?
high roll. I'm putting 4 Winding Ways and 4 Leave a Stampede
Jesus
in my spy deck, and I'm gonna high roll and hope I don't hit 2 Dread
You are
Returns.
a psychopath.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
I know, but
No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase myself. You are a psychopath.
Psychopath is true.
I will admit the card is cool.
there's-
It's another thinker.
Is it cool? Yes.
I'm just trying to. There doesn't exist like a spell-based combo where you're not playing more instant and sorceries to dig for said combo.
Right.
So,
Well, if something pops
like you
up-
could say like maybe this tutors your retraction helix, but then it's like okay, then you're not playing counter spells. Or
Why would you not just play
exactly
mystical teaching?
You're not playing any exactly. It tutors high
It's just-
type.
no, what if it just
You
tutors
can't
for
pay any
teaching?
of the arcane
What if it
stuff.
just tutors for teaching?
Yeah.
It's the only spell
Well, then
in your
teachings
deck.
can actually go. Well, teachings can actually go get cards with flash.
Yeah.
So it can go
course.
get things like Runaway Boulder. Yeah.
You love that card.
Okay. Let's back on the rails, shall we?
Okay.
I don't think
No
this
more
is-
page.
I don't think it's that
Hey,
good.
if-
It is
if-
kind of interesting.
if
I
a-
do think the design space is very interesting, though.
The design's cool, but I just don't think it's doing enough.
If there ends up being one spell you want to find, and you have ways to make sure you get a second page in your hand, then I think it would be cool. But until then,
Yeah, leave a Stampede. Winding Way.
anyway, I think we
Maybe
all
elves.
I think we all
Maybe elves
have
plays
the
this.
I think we all have the lands as our final card to talk about. There's a cycle of 5. I'll give the white-black one as an example. This is Forum of Amity. It enters tapped. It taps for white or black mana, and it has the ability to white-black tap, Surveil 1. So similar to when we were in Strixhaven the first time, we got basically the same card, but Scry 1. Now we have it on as a Surveil 1. So, you know,
Give me these Surveil lands.
Yeah.
Give me these.
yeah, if you wanna mix 1 or 2 into your land base in like a grindy deck, like
Boros.
sure.
Is this exactly mirrored for the original cycle?
Yeah, it's just Surveil instead of Scry. Yeah.
Do those ever show up?
Yeah.
The blue-green one showed up in Fog, like the blue-green Fog deck for a little bit.
Boros has played the Scry one.
Yep, yep. The Lorehold campus, yeah, that's come up very rarely, but you know that it's I kind of think of it as another nice option.
I think Surveil is better. So
more often than not, yes, I agree. Yeah, Surveil is very powerful.
Surveil is very powerful. So yeah, I'm big on board. I'm big on board with these. I like obviously I'm looking at the Boros one, but
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry, the Lorehold. The Lorehold.
Oh, there you go.
one.
There you go.
Apologies
Yeah.
I followed. So sorry, everybody.
These are
But
interesting.
but it's Boros.
What's y'all's favorite card out of the set?
The Ox is really
As
cool.
a common or just in the set?
Common.
The
Oh,
yeah.
The little mascot.
little
dude
mascot's
is
so
really
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I think we're pretty
Hole in the
mascot
Week, the
pilled.
Japanese art for that is
Oh, is it fire?
God, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Love that.
I know. I am very mascot pilled. I will be.
Yeah, we will.
I will be playing
I think both of us will likely be playing this card,
We're either gonna crack it or we're gonna be playing some dog water.
or we could both collaborate.
Yeah, we're gonna crack it.
We're gonna crack it.
Yeah, let's do it.
See us the PT.
How'd we get there? I play Pauper.
Amazing.
Thomas, I think you said you had some extra car or some.
Oh yeah.
cool highlights to make from this past week's results and stuff.
Yeah, I had a couple things to talk about. One is I just wanted to call attention to...
You go first.
You want me to go first? Okay, cool. I wanted to call attention to the Jeskai Ephemerate deck that's been popping up recently. I got second place in one of the challenges this past weekend, and it's essentially just kind of transitioned into a Skred control deck rather than like messing around with cleansing wildfires. And it's really leaning into, you know, it's maxing out on 4 ephemerates, but it's also just playing as your standard control deck with the combo package of the Archaeomancer ephemerate stuff as sort of like an eventuality within the deck. So you have like 4 ephemerate, 4 Skreds, we've got a couple lightning bolts, 4 counter spells. Union of the Third Path is here, which is the 3-mana white spell that draws a card and then you gain life equal to number of cards in your hand. With like Muldrifter and Ephemerate, you're going to have a lot of cards in hand for a lot of the game. Lorien Revealed, Preordains, like, and then a bunch of Snowlands. And another cool card that we mentioned earlier, the Bender's Water Skin, which is from Avatar. It's 3-mana artifact. It untaps during each player's untap step, and it taps for a mana of any color. So you can like just tap out, and then on their turn untap, and you have Ephemerate or Skred up, or even Dispel. Very, very cool. This deck's also playing, I'm noticing it now, Ethereal Haze.
It is. I may or may not have just ordered some of those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a fog.
Yeah.
Or it stops spy combo.
It just prevents
all damage. It's not just it's not combat damage. It's all damage.
Correct.
Whoa, you fogged with this.
Maybe you
fogged
can save
the
yourself.
giant.
It does stop 1 Gutter Snipe trigger, which is interesting, but I don't love it as a plan against Gutter Snipe because they just get you on your upkeep.
I mean, it doesn't stop 1 Gutter Snipe trigger.
It stops any triggers that they let to.
Yeah,
they're gonna cast a bunch of spells in response, but yeah.
Like they can either A, just go over on top of it, or B.
Well, no, it's so funny because if they just go, I'm going to show you these, like they're like put a bunch of stuff on, like imagine you're like holding priority, like put lava dart,
some people do that,
and I'm like, all right, cool, blonk.
Yeah, that is awkward.
Don't take 6 here.
Don't be hasty with your. That's the whole. Well, maybe if they sack both their spawns at the same time to Writhing Chrysalis, I can get them here.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Situation. And then that does happen, but I'm not gonna.
Well, you also got to think
like some Magic Online stuff.
Yeah, I was like, you got to think that people are just like so ingrained to just fire off, like if they have double lava dart, fire blast, they're like, oh, just show all of it to you. Yeah. It's like I think you want to do those one at a time.
Yeah, they do that.
I'm not gonna rate the card based on my opponents playing poorly.
No,
like I don't think it's that great against the red deck just because they either just go on top of it or okay, your upkeep kill you instead.
Yeah. It has. Is
it going to stop them from casting spells entirely on their turn? They just can take a whole turn off. Like they're not going to cast or grab the prizes or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Like again,
like they're still going to cast their spells, and I think you at that point.
Oh,
it's okay.
I'm not.
You're using the whole turn off.
Yeah, but I'm just doing your upkeep. Whatever else.
Were you casting those draw twos in my upkeep?
Not those, I guess. Well, if I have a draw two, I'm starting with sorceries.
Yeah,
of Gutter Snipes. Yeah,
but sometimes you cast multiple draw twos in a turn.
Okay. No, I don't love it against that deck, but I do think it is a nod towards Spy too. Like it is very good against that.
It is a very cheeky way that you can get them,
especially if you have one in your graveyard and you have an Archaeomancer in play and Ephemerate in hand. Like you can just keep doing that and make it very, very hard for them to kill you. Yeah, that way.
You got a Thraben Charm for the graveyard too. Just a bunch of 1-ofs. Very cool.
So that replaces their...
Because that also prevents you from having to play Stonehorn Dignitary in your deck.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. This is just cheaper.
This is essentially just Stonehorn Dignitary.
Yeah, exactly. It's still volatile in the same way.
Yes.
With the loop, but it is 1 mana cheaper, like on the front end, which is nice.
Yeah.
So, like it's still... The loop is still... can be stopped from a lightning bolt the same way.
Correct.
Yep. But yeah, I do like how flexible this deck seems to be.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
There's a version that's playing 4 Brainstorm, 1 Preordain. I thought it was interesting. I saw a version with Late to Dinner, which was pretty cool.
The challenge list was that too.
This version.
I think it's so funny because I think was it last week or the week before? Blue Hair Mage. In our Discord was playing this deck and was like, man, I would love a Late to Dinner in the deck.
Oh, that's funny. Just put it in.
Yeah, just put it in because your deck's so flexible anyways. You can just kind of tune it to whatever you need.
Yeah. Exactly. Like this version's playing a suplex, which I think is super cool.
I suggested, who was it? I suggested somebody playing suplex recently. I was like, I think that card does not see enough play. I think it's very good.
Yeah, I agree. It can. There's a bunch of cool things you can do with this.
I like the cheeky one of Cleansing Wildfire in the second place challenge list, just to take out Tron lands or random other things.
Yeah.
Or gates.
It stops silly stuff.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, but it is pretty funny.
Just pick it up again and destroy another land, whatever. They'll run out of basics eventually.
I did see in a lot of the other lists in their sideboards, like this list I'm looking at has a Circle Protection blue, red, and black.
Whoa.
Those are just cards that beat the cards that beat you.
Yeah, that's intense.
I'll add cops to the deck, to the sideboards. I love it.
Yeah, that is really intense. I'm like, wait, what are these? I'm like, oh guys, black stop spy combo.
Could you imagine just getting somebody with like a cop against like spy?
It just makes it so they can never combo, but then it's like you got the rest of their mid-range.
Well, then it's funny because you have cop green too.
Oh,
right?
This list doesn't.
Oh, well, I think you would play. I think I would invest in cop green at that point.
I mean, why stop there? We might as well get the white one in.
Just play 2 of each and then find 5 blasts. That's fine. That's probably fine, right?
That's funny.
A 3-2 split on the blast.
Yeah.
I mean,
this Jeskai deck is very cool.
3 cop reds.
It's very cool.
It's so flexible and customizable. Yeah. I am a fan of this deck. Derek's been playing it. He did well at the was it a winner box?
It was the Court of Commons.
The Court of Commonly Commons. So he did
Court
pretty
of
well.
Commons quarterly.
You got second place there. Yeah,
he did pretty well with it there. Yep. So he's been a fan of it.
Yeah,
I played him Saturday. He was running it back with this. Game 1 he kind of just got mana screwed. In game 2 I'm just like, dude, your deck is so cool.
Yeah,
it is really cool. Yeah, no, what was I playing against Blue Hero Mage? Some grindy deck.
Yeah.
So the games are super fun. Like our game 2 went down to literally decking.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Jesus. That's how intense our game was.
Another deck I wanted to call out real quick. Top 16 from Friday's challenge. Natalino91, who is the creator of the Mono Red Dredge deck, was playing this very interesting blue-black Madness deck, which there have been some shells kind of here and there, where you are playing Abandoned Attachments with Sneaky Snacker, you have Kitchen Imp, you have Swarm from the Spider-Man set as basically another Kitchen Imp, in a manner of speaking, but playing a bunch more of the Madness stuff in blue. You have Careful Study as your draw 2, discard 2. You have Obsessive Search, which is a 1-mana blue spell that's just draw a card, and it's just Madness for a mana as well. So you can just exchange that for a card. Dark Withering, Circular Logic, just a bunch of interesting Madness stuff. And I wanted to point out a very interesting older card, a one of in this deck, an enchantment called Mental Discipline. This is 1 blue for an enchantment with the activated ability of 1 and a blue, discard a card from your hand, draw a card. So you can just have this sitting in play as just a repeatable way to trigger your Madness stuff and gain some value and draw a card as you go into the long game, which the Black Madness decks tend to do because you have a lot of efficient creatures that you can either clock in or hold up the ground and block, and you have a lot of life game with Alms of the Vein, a couple Vampire's Kiss here. So these games tend to go, the Black Madness decks go longer than the Mono Red Madness decks for sure. So just having this like Mental Discipline card sit in play and just be able to activate it when the game gets grindy, I think that's really cool. It's just like, yeah, I could have Kill Spell with Dark Withering or Circular Logic for like 3 mana, draw a card, like at any point. Like, that's kind of cool.
That is interesting. Huh. What day of what challenge was this, you said?
This is the Friday challenge. I'll send it to you guys here.
The 9th?
No, it's
the 10th.
The 10th.
Friday
the Thursday is the 9th.
That's what. Oh, there we go. I scrolled past it. I'm like, I'm searching for it.
It's playing the Modern Age too, which I think is very cool.
Oh, there it is. It was labeled as deck.
Yeah, this is really cool looking, actually.
Yeah, very creative. A bunch of Accursed Marauders on the board. I love Accursed Marauder.
Yeah, the Mental Discipline is interesting. It kind of reminds me of the the fodder.
Yeah, the fodder
thing.
tosser that Red Black
tosser.
played
years
ago now.
That was like, that's like when I we started. That was like our era.
Yeah, that's when we really started.
Yeah. For us, like Grindhorn and Pauper.
I remember Jay was a big fan of that one.
Yeah,
that was a cool
the old
card.
fodder tosser.
Oh, go ahead, Cameron. You said you had something, and I remember Derek texted me a list that I also wanted to shout out real quick.
No, shout out that list real quick then.
All right, I got you. So Derek sent me another list from. Actually, he's playing it tonight at their league up in Clarksville at Infinity Games Lounge, which you can go check out their tournament on Sunday the 19th. This is a top 8 list from the challenge. Challenge on the 12th on the Sunday challenge. This deck went 6-2. This is a mono red aggro list. It's kind of like a rally shell, but every single creature is just 1 mana, and it's playing. So we've got Percussionist, we've got 4 Ginger Brutes, we got 3 Bushwhackers, we got 4 Reckless Lackeys mixed in with the Tomb Raiders and Epicures, we got 2 copies of Goldhound, baby, one of my favorite 1-drops from my mono red cube. This is an artifact creature.
First strike?
It's an artifact creature for single red mana. It has First Strike and it has First Strike and Menace. And it also is a treasure.
Okay.
It's also a treasure dog. So not only is it an artifact creature, it's just 1/1 First Strike Menace, but you can also sacrifice it basically as a Lotus Petal because it's a treasure. So it's like a random, give you a little burst of mana if you need it. I think the card's very cool. And then it's also playing 4 copies of Inventor's Axe, which is the 1 mana flash equipment that auto attaches and gives +2 a +0. And then you can equip it by paying 2 energy. It gives you 2 energy when it comes in too. So you basically get like 1 free equip after you got a free equip when it flash it in, and then you kind of get a free equip later with the energy. So I think it's cool. It's just really aggressive.
I was going through my Pauper box, or just not my Pauper box, my Commons box, seeing if I had any of a land from MH3, and I came across those, and I'm like, I pulled those out to put in my Pauper box because I'm like, man, this is.
No, they do see play occasionally.
Yeah, and like I remember seeing play like pop up a little bit. I'm like, this card's just cool.
It is a sweet card, yeah.
So I pulled those aside, so that's kind of funny. That just happened last night too when I was probably talking to Derek too. That's sick. I played Mono Red Madness at our league Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
To take first, I needed to go 4-0 and Sean not show up, but
guess what?
Or go 0-4.
Guess what? He's Sean Top Cut Galloway for a damn reason.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So he showed up and did not go 0-4. I mean, can't blame him. So I played against Mono Blue Fae, and I sided out 12 cards as Mono Red Madness.
Damn.
How'd that feel?
Great. Any guesses on what I trimmed? Or trimmed? At what I just said goodbye to?
Your snipes, your flame breathers,
and your fire blasts.
I took a different approach. So I took out all 3 of my fire blasts, all 4 of my Voldur and Epicure, 3 of my lightning bolts, 1 faithless looting, 1 fiery temper. Because I thought I brought in 5 blast, 4 in the festivities.
4 and the festivities is crazy. Damn.
Jesus Christ!
Lightning bolt sucks.
Donkey. Yeah.
In that scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Lightning Bolt kills a ninja, a fairy.
Yeah.
These kill like 16 at a time. Except for the blast. Like these, so I thought I'm gonna play the control deck.
Yes.
My fire blast, I'm gonna never let them draw a card off them. Like I think they played Fairy Seer. I was on the draw game 2 because I won game 1.
Yeah.
And I just went Mountain Fire Blast or Fairy Seer.
Fire Blast, you.
Or not Fire Blast, Pyroblast or Fairy
Pyroblast.
Seer.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay. And they're like, Island Goat. I'm like, whew, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I just, like, I'm going to go with they didn't have another 1-drop.
Thomas has done that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He went gut shot instead.
Ooh, yep, that'll get
Sometimes you just got to take them off the 1-drop.
So I took the approach of, I'm going to play the control deck. I'm not going to, I'll like try to fight over a Kessick Flame Breather. Maybe I'll probably just let them get countered or whatever.
Yep.
That's
what I like to
counter
do.
spell. Obviously, you're so good against Spellstar Sprite because of your lava darts. And
There was an abnormal amount of madness
There was
last
that
week.
night. There
Holy
was.
crap.
That's what I heard.
But I'm like, I'm not gonna slam a gutter snipe until we
Yeah.
both have like 2 cards left, and then that's what I did. It was pretty cool. I felt that's like, I tend to say sideboard very light in the proactive deck, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be full control.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mono red control.
Yeah. I got to bust out Dredge. This is the last league of the league, and I was like, what if something fun, something just a little juicy. I was like, I'm gonna play a little Dredge action. What a conglomerate of Magical the Gathering cards, I must tell you. This deck is different from the last time I played it, because this is the version playing like Molten Gatekeepers and no trolls, no what's the Exhume, none of that.
No.
We're like full combo, baby.
Yep.
We're full on putting you dead.
That's wild.
And I got to play against old John Burr in the last round, and he smoked me game 1, and then guess what? Is too much.
Not a bone.
Not a bone in the board.
pretty
Too
hard.
much.
It's a good
That could be
card.
pretty hard.
Too much.
No, I had a good time poppering.
I also had a good time
Yeah.
offering.
Yeah, because on Saturday I played the Cave local, and I played Nia Gates and split top 4. So it's pretty
Very
fun.
nice.
Sick.
The
Yeah, I'm excited to play this week.
Mm-hmm.
gold Nia Gates. Me too.
Yeah.
Been very Pauper pilled. I'm excited to play pre-release this weekend. Get my hands on hopefully some of the Ox. I'm gonna be that person. Hey, do you open these? Hey, can I get that? Can I get it? Do you need that after this?
There you go.
Same. Or we can run down to our LGS game night.
Yeah,
I'm sure
right.
they're gonna open them.
I'm
Yeah.
just probably get a message game night and be like, hey, could I?
Yeah, if you're in Middle Tennessee and you want some good
pack
Pauper
up
cards from
extra.
Strixhaven, definitely hit them up. They can definitely set some stuff aside for y'all. Yeah. They're gonna have some pre-release events also this weekend. Their Sunday pre-release, their Sunday event. They also have a pre-release in the afternoon, but their main event on Sunday is a pre-release RCQ essentially. So just sealed RCQ
so
on
bummed
pre-release
to see
weekend.
that.
It's very, very cool. But also on that Saturday, Sunday the 19th, alum of the pod Derek Smith is heading up a Win-A-Box up in Clarksville at Infinity Games Lounge. So a couple fun things to do this
I'll be at
weekend
that.
in our area, and otherwise lots of Pauper happening, lots of fun stuff still being discovered. Yeah,
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. Very neat indeed. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. If you got any comments, questions, concerns, you can email those to us at commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com, or you can join our Discord. Both of those links are in the description below. Discord's pretty dope. We're pretty talkative in there. Lots of chat during spoiler season, lots of cool brews, all that kind of fun stuff. There's a questions tab. If you got any questions for us there, we love getting your ideas. And
Thank you to everyone who
A lot
filled
of
out the
times y'all ask
survey.
pretty good
Also, I don't think we made a formal thank you, but thank you everyone who took the time to fill it out.
yes.
Super helpful to help us kind of
very good feedback.
help
Very good
steer the ship in a direction that serves not just what we want to do with the show, but also what you all would like as our audience. So yeah, thank you so much.
No, very, very good feedback.
Agreed.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so
I
much,
also have
fam.
nothing else.
Y'all stay safe.
Later, everyone.
Peace out.
That could be hard in that version too, because you usually, excuse me, I burped. If you're, it's the cherry float Coca-Cola Zero.
Well, now they know what it tasted like. Congratulations.
Yummy.